get into the chaos.
So, how did you like my intro? Pretty cool, right? But anyways, I'm making this video as a follow-up to the ones I just recently posted. If other games were judged the same way Sonic games are. And this is gonna be a short video, but I felt the need that but I felt that some people probably won't get the joke. So this video is here to explain it. So I mean, if you watch this video before, then you'll know going into watching the video. Or if you're watching it after, maybe you'll get some maybe you'll get some more understanding of the way I was joking through the video. I can imagine some people going into it and be like, yo man, this guy just hates Mario 64. Nah, I really love Mario 64. That's my it's like one of my favorite Mario games, and it's probably one of everyone's favorite Mario games. But it was probably risky judging being hard on a Mario game that everyone loves so much, but I had to do it to like prove a point of how a game can be portrayed if you basically just complain about everything that the game has to offer. Like, if you watch the video, I was complaining in the first stage, Bob-omb Battlefield. I was complaining about finding red coins. I'm like, well, Mario's not supposed to search for stuff. He's a platforming game, so he's supposed to jump off walls. So he's supposed to jump between platforms and platforming. So I was complaining about that. I also complained about his power-ups not being the same as the old ones because they don't last long. They have a certain time limit, and the only power up in the old days that I had that was the star. I also clearly was playing badly, and I was blaming it on the controls, even though it was clearly my fault. And that's basically the stuff you see when people when anyone judges a Sonic game from like 2000 to nowadays, they basically always judge it based on if Sonic is platforming or not, and if he's like always moving. And I feel like that's completely unfair, especially since in the classic games, like everything in the classic games, every bad thing that's present in the modern Sonic games mostly is still present in the classic Sonic games. Like like Sonic stopping to do certain tasks that happens in Marble Zone of Sonic 1. When you have to stop to push the stone for at least 4 seconds, and he's not going fast at all. You have to push the stone onto a switch, and then you have to do that constantly throughout the level. And there's even a part where you have to stand on the freaking platform as it slowly moves across the lava. But you never really hear anyone complain about that. They just praise his classic games. They really made it seem like the classic games was only focused on one thing. Like Sonic only did one thing, but that's not true. Sonic did. He explored. Like that's what see. The thing is, people would praise the classic games for exploration, but any modern Sonic game that has any exploration in it, like the Knuckles levels, when they have exploration, they complain about like it's a bad part of the game for some reason. I don't understand. And then some people complain about the controls being bad just because they're different from different Sonic games. And also when they don't like want to learn how the controls work. Like if they die from anything, they'll just automatically blame it on bad controls. And that's ridiculous. Like if you see my Mario 64 video, I know like if you watch that, like Mario 64's controls aren't bad. And I was playing the DS, and people say the D-pad is actually a bad control for Mario 64 DS, but I'm playing on the 3DS, so there's actually the circle pad, so the D-pad's not a problem. But anyways, but you can clearly see that I'm just not the best at playing the game in the video. But people were gonna blame that on bad controls. when it comes to Sonic games. I don't really see that. Like, obviously people say that for other games too, but like it feels like mostly Sonic games that people complain about the controls being bad. And that might be because he goes fast, so it's easier to mess up, but just because you don't have like the skills of how to play doesn't mean the controls are bad. Like, I'm pretty sure you get what I'm saying. And then I complained about enemy placements. I complained about certain things being too hard and then too easy at the same time. Like when I was using the balloon pop and skipped the entire Bowser stage. I was like, wow, this is so freaking easy. Like, wow, I really can just skip the whole stage. Oh my god, it's so dumb. And then in the exact same stage, I'll be like, wow, why is this game so freaking unfair? Because like I died because of bad controls. I even complained about enemy placement, which is kind of a weird thing to complain about. I mean, people complain about it in the old Sonic games, which is kind of different from when you're going too fast and you kind of have to see off screen. So the game should account for that. But you get like in Mario 64, where you can clearly see where the enemy's at, and you still fail to get past the enemy, and you blame it on poor enemy placement. Like, of course, that it's placed there. That's part of the challenge. Like, it might be a little difficult or like a little unfair, but like it's not actually like bad. It doesn't actually make the game bad itself. Like Hammer Bros in the old Mario games are placed together most of the time, and they have platforms to jump on, and the way they throw the hammers, like you think that's unfair, or kind of challenging, or kind of hard, or like way too difficult. But you don't say the game's bad. But when it comes to Sonic, if you place an enemy somewhere like that, then the game's automatically bad somehow. I don't understand. But that's basically the premise of the video, if you didn't already get that watching it. I look pretty cozy in this blanket, don't I? If you want to hear what I actually think about certain games, like any Sonic games or any Mario game, you can just let me know. I'll make a video about it. And yeah, that's all. See you later.